Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today let's watch a video together. It's called The Sign of Last Day by Sheikh Hamza Yusuf.
Ibn Mas'ud said, I said to the Prophet, هل للساعة من علم تعرف به? Does the hour have a knowledge that you can know it by? He said, Na'am ya Ibn Mas'ud. And Muslims have to know these signs so they recognize them when they see them. And there are many signs. One of the signs, يكون الولد غيظا. Children become filled with rage.
Children become filled with rage. This one reminds me of a video that I seen, I think years ago. It's a Chinese boy holding a chopping knife and crying, angry because the grandfather does not allow him to play games on the smartphone.
وأن يكون المطر قيظا. Rain becomes burning or acidic, acid rain. وأن تفيض الأشرار فيضا. You'll see evil people spreading widely. يا ابن مسعود إن من علامة الساعة وأشراطها أن يؤتمن الخائن وأن يخون الأمين. People will trust treacherous people and they will consider trustworthy people treacherous. وأن يصدق الكاذب وأن يكذب الصادق. The truthful one will be called a liar and the one telling a lie will be called truthful. These are signs. يا ابن مسعود إن من علامة الساعة وأشراطها أن تواصل الأطباق وأن تقطع الأرحام. This to me is one of the clear prophetic miracles of the Prophet ﷺ. He said, تواصل الأطباق, that the dishes will be communicating continuously, and the Prophet used the very word that's used for satellite communications, muwasalat, and people will sever their family ties.
SubhanAllah, this is quite normal to see that satellite dishes is everywhere, especially in the town. But when you travel to a rural side, it amazed me when I see there are so many satellite dishes even in the rural area.
In other words, people will stay home and watch television on satellite dish and they won't go visit their neighbors. This is an amazing hadith to me. Ya Ibn Mas'ud.
And today what our culture taught us is that try to see around, you know. This happens to my Chinese family. I'm not sure about your race, your own people. But one thing I notice is that when there's a family gathering, so instead of sitting and talking to the person, we sit together and each one of us will be playing with their own phone. So instead of sitting, talking to each other, each one of them is playing with their own phone, which is quite sad for me.
من أعلام الساعة وأشراطها أن يسود كل قبيلة منافقوها. You will see hypocrites ruling. وكل سوق فجارها. And you will see the worst people controlling the marketplaces. يا ابن مسعود إن من علام الساعة وأشراطها أن تزخرف المحاريب وأن تخرب القلوب. You will have ornamented mosques, but the hearts would be ugly. So people praying in the mosque, they've done no tazkiyah, but the mosque is beautiful. يا ابن مسعود إن من علام الساعة وأشراطها أن يكون المؤمن في القبيلة أذل من النقد. The mu'min will be more humiliated than the ugly goat.
This sign again is quite true, you know, especially it's not just happening in Gaza, people in Afghanistan, Kashmir, you know, all these peoples. May Allah make it easy for them. May Allah grant these people the highest Jannah for what they have been suffering in dunya.
يا ابن مسعود إن من علام الساعة وأشراطها أن يكتفي الرجال بالرجال والنساء بالنساء. You will see homosexuality and lesbianism widespread. And he said, you will see Mirk al-Subyan, young people having massive wealth. Like Zuckerberg is a multi-billionaire before he was 30. And you will see Mu'amaratun Nisa. You'll see movements to corrupt the women. يا ابن مسعود إن من أشراط الساعة وأعلامها أن يعمر خراب الدنيا ويخرب عمرانها or عمرانها. You will see the destruction of civilization You will see the civilization of the destruction of the world. So, kharabu dunya, that will become the ta'mir. It's tadmir. يا ابن مسعود إن من علامة الساعة وأشراطها أن تظهر المعازف. That musical instruments will be widespread. يعزف على رؤوسهم بالمعازف. Musical instruments will be on their heads.
SubhanAllah, when you see the non-Muslim wearing a headset, walking around, I wouldn't have that much of a surprise because they don't know about the prophecies of Islam. But what surprised me is when I see there are so many of the Muslim youth today wearing the headset and walking around on the streets. This is a dangerous thing to do if you want to wear headset. Regardless, even if you are wearing, even if you are listening to lectures, please do it at home or at a safe place. You don't do this on the street. It's very dangerous. And secondly, what amazed me is that even we Muslims are proving the prophecies, things that our Prophet prophesies that we know and we shouldn't do it, but instead we do it.
How did he know about that? That's what it says. I didn't make that up. It says they'll have ma'azif, ala ru'usihim ma'azif. On their heads are musical instruments. Who would have thought that, who would have known what that meant at the time of our Prophet ﷺ? But now we see it, all these people everywhere. He said, ashurat, you'll see many police. And also al-ghammazun, al-lammazun, people mocking and making fun. Now look at all the TV shows where they just mock people. يا ابن مسعود إن من علامة الساعة وأشراطها أن يكثر أولاد الزنا. You will see many children born out of wedlock. In my country now, over 50%. Amazing. تعرض الفتن على القلوب كالحصير. And the Prophet said that the fitan will be shown to the hearts like a mat. عودا عودا. It has two lines, a horizontal and vertical line. This is the TV set. This is the set. It's a hasir. It's a mat.
One thing that attracts me to Islam is that it's also the prophecies of the signs of the last day. Because in Taoism and Buddhism, we don't have this thing. And especially when you come to especially sign after another, it's something that you can experience it. It's a proof that is really happening right now. So Alhamdulillah, Islam is really amazing. I mean, 1400 years ago, how can a person that is illiterate living in the desert can prophesize the inventions of a TV? Only the prophets of the God or the Creator can know about this.
And the Prophet said, the fitan will be shown to the hearts like a mat. Kal-hasir. And this is how Shaitan is destroying the hearts, by showing them the fitan on these films and on TV over and over again until people just become accustomed to violence. It's a normal thing. They're not shocked by it anymore. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم صنفان من أهل النار لم أرهما قوم معهم سياط كأذناب البقر. You will see people with whips like cow tails. يضربون بها الناس. They'll hit people with it. ونساء كاسيات عاريات. Women that were clothed and naked at the same time.
Woman that is clothed and naked at the same time. I was shocked when I come to know about these prophecies. Straight away, what came to my mind is the ladies, the yoga pant for the ladies. It's really something that is dressed and naked at the same time.
Ma'ilat, they'll sway in their walk. Mumilat, and cause others to incline towards them. Ru'usuhunna ka'asnimat al-bukht. Ya Allah, sadaqa Rasulullah. He said their hair would be like the Bactrian camel's hair. This is not a camel the Arabs had. They came from Persia, so they saw them. They knew what they were. These people will not enter paradise.
And again, this hairstyle, when non-Muslim are the one that is doing it, is expected because they are ignorant, they don't know about the prophecies. So when they do it, well, may Allah guide them. But But when I see Muslims are doing it, and especially in the Friday prayers, you go to the mosque and you see this guy with this hairstyle, I was like, do you don't even know about it? Like, if this is something that our Prophet is prohibit us to do, aren't we supposed to stay away from doing it? But instead, we live the prophecies as well. We prove the prophecies to be right. Good job.
Wallahi, say Sadaqa Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He said people will drink intoxicants from my ummah and call it by other names. Right? They'll have lots of names for it. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. اللهم بلغ. اللهم بلغ. اللهم بلغ.